Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jay. Jay is from England in the UK. So let's see what Jay has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. How about you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview.
No problem, man. It's a pleasure. Thank you for reaching out to me.
So, tell me, how was your day today?
Very slow. I was literally did nothing but stay in bed and just relax because of the amount of busking I've been doing and seeing the fans quite a lot that I'm now gaining. So it's just good to like take a chilled day. Do you know what I'm saying?
I see. So, tell me what has been the highlights of your week so far?
Highlight of my week. God, what has been the highlight of my week? I think the fact, as I said, that I'm gaining a following now and that I'm gaining a bit of like more of my fan base is growing a bit. And I think it's like showing that from where like how far I've come now, it's only like starting to pick up just a tiny bit. So I guess that's like the highlight of my week, that I just work hard and I'm a big workaholic, I guess.
Amazing. So, okay, let's start the interview. Talk a little bit more about your career. I know you're a singer, musician. So tell me how everything started.
Well, do you know what? I get asked that question quite a lot. So I was 5 years old, and obviously I was surrounding myself around with my mother quite a lot, and my mother introduced me to like old 80s music and Elvis, and then my love sparked when I first saw Michael Jackson live on the TV.
Wow.
And that man instantly just sparked my love for music ever since, and it just made me want to be that, to like be that entertainer that he was, and to reach out to millions of people with my music like he did.
I'll tell you a brief story. When I was a child, I was back at school, and our teacher at the time, she gave us like a questionnaire with like random questions, and there was a question there saying, "What would you like to be when you grow up?" My answer was, I wrote down Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Me
Me too.
Next day when she collects all the papers. Next day she called me on her desk. She came up to me and said, "William, did you understand this question?" I was like, "Yes, understood." And I said, and she asked, why did you put Michael Jackson? And I said, because I'd like to be Michael Jackson when I grow up. And she was like, but Michael Jackson is not a profession. And I told her, no, I want to be Michael Jackson when I grow up. And it's funny because I have a memory that's back home. When I came back home, my mom was trying to explain to me that I could be a singer, I could be a performer, I could be a dancer, but I couldn't be a Michael Jackson. So I have this memory for her. I think my teacher contacted her and told her for her to try to explain to me, because I didn't want to get it at school. I just no, I want to be Michael.
Wow. Damn,
so
yeah.
Yes, I have this
No
memory.
one understands that no one understands. No one understands he was a great entertainer. Everyone wanted to be him. I did when I was a kid as well. You just see me every time in class, like moonwalking in. And I always used to sing like him, man. I feel like everyone wanted to be him, and I do still. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's how your passion about music started when you were 5 years old.
Yeah. Very, very young.
And tell me, where are you from, Jay?
I am from a small. Well, I was born. Obviously, I'm from the UK, and I was born in a small town called Warrington. We did quite move a lot, and now I'm currently living in a town called Runcorn.
How far are you from London?
Oh, miles. I'm up north.
Okay. What's the biggest city close by near you, for me to have an idea, more or less?
I'd say both Liverpool and Manchester are like very easy for me to get
okay.
to.
Okay, so you've only okay, fine. And so tell me something interesting about the town where you live right now. Tell me something unique about the city.
I think the best thing about Runcorn is the fish and chip shops that we have.
Amazing.
Yeah, salt and pepper chicken and chips every time. That's the only thing I can say is like good.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career and also about your journey so far.
Yeah, of course, shoot away, man.
So before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Okay, so I don't think most people know this about me. So I got diagnosed with autism when I was about 3 or 4. I also have dyslexia. I've got dyscalculus. And what else? What else is interesting?
Do you have brother and sister as well, or you're a only child?
I do have siblings. I have 2 brothers and I have 1 sister.
Oh, big family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are quite a big family. Very, very big family.
And you are the oldest, the youngest, in the middle?
I'm sort of in the middle.
I see. The only singer, or there's other siblings in the
Yeah,
music?
so I come from a sort of musical background. So my cousin's in a band. My 2 uncles back in the day were in a band, and we are quite. A quarter of us are quite musical.
Amazing. Very good. Jay, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Thank you. Yeah.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Thank
So
you
I have
so much, man.
here my best friend. Random questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Of course, absolutely, man.
Let's do it. Yes, you always can join me dancing. Before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Absolutely, mate. I will definitely let you know.
Amazing. First question for you is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
What's the biggest what, sorry?
Biggest risk have you ever taken, yeah.
Biggest risk that I ever took was when I was planning to do my first ever ticket event. It was a ticket gig that I wanted to put on, but basically back then I didn't really have a big following. In fact, I didn't even have a following at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was very, very risky, and obviously there were a lot of doubts going through my head. I was scared. It was very, very nerve-wracking, but it was worth it because it was like probably the best gigs that I've ever done in my life.
Oh, wow.
And it felt very good. It just felt very. I love being on stage and I love performing to people. I love singing in front of people. It's like the greatest thing ever.
Oh, wow. So tell about this experience that you had. How did you work out? So you were invited to play for a gig?
No, so I organized it myself. So like I've got no agent, I've got no manager. Every gig that I do, every ticket gig is like organized by me. It can get expensive sometimes, but the money's like worth it in the end, you know. So it's it's the gamble. It's the gamble that you have to take as a musician, especially if you're that like dedicated to it and you work hard at it. You've got to take the gamble.
And usually when you play, when you're in a gig, do you play your own songs or you play other artists' songs as well?
So I play my own songs and I play like covers as well. It depends what the gig is, it depends. It all depends really, but yeah.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. All right. Next question for you is, talk about music. Tell me what's the soundtrack of your life and why?
Soundtrack of my life. So I take it you mean like favorite song in it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now I love this kind of question. So soundtrack is probably Purple Rain by Prince.
Oh, I love it. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, that's like my favorite song to perform at any show that I do. Really, really, really love. And Tennessee Whiskey as well by Chris Stapleton. It's another favorite song of mine. I've got a lot. Right. But if there's a desert island and I had to take one song, it'd be definitely like Purple Rain or like Tennessee Whiskey or.
And why Purple Rain? Tell me a little bit about this song. Why this connection with the song?
Well, do you know, like I feel like a lot of artists get like asked that a lot, like what's your connection to this song? Like why do you love this song? And it's a very like hard thing to answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think my personal answer to like why I love Purple Rain is because I feel like that was a pure song back in like the 80s, and in the 80s they had such true meaning. And I'm not even just talking about Purple Rain, I'm talking about any song that was written, any greatest hits, whether it was from George Michael, whether it was from Michael, from Prince to Bon Jovi to Duran Duran, they all had meaning. So I just think that's why I love that song. It has pure meaning.
You know, I love your answer, Jay, and I totally agree with you. I think I grew up in the 80s. In the 80s was the best decade for music. The best decade, because people, you know, I remember growing up, my parents listened to Elton John, to ABBA, you know, to you know what I mean, like Prince, Michael Jackson, all those like singers. Like, my God, you know what I mean? That's amazing. So for me, growing up and doing that, you know, it's like, my God, that's amazing. So when I look back, if you go to my phone, all the songs are from both of them, they're from the 80s. I think they're the best decade of music.
Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed with the 80s. I love it. Like, half my music that I write is like every song that I'm gonna produce, it's like it has to have like 80s essence. Always love them.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, tell me, did you always have the support of your family regarding your career, regarding your music?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously most of my family don't really like have the same ambitions as, like, well, no, they think that some of my ambitions can be a bit like unrealistic, which I mean is absolutely fine, but it's like what you think. It's like absolutely what it's like it's down to you, like how you take it. Do you know what I'm saying? But most people will take it in a different way. Most people will think that you're very unrealistic for having this big dream that you know that you've always oh God, I've lost the word. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, to put it in a different sense, right? Some people are gonna contradict you. Some people are gonna like tell you like how you should dream and how you should go about it, when really it should be down to you, you know.
Absolutely. Yes, and our journey is very personal.
Very. I feel like anyone can achieve their dream if they work hard enough for it, and you know, there's only like the mentality of I will, and there's only the mentality of it's gonna happen, and that's like the mentality that I've always had.
I think dream is very personal, and also, you know, your dream, you know how you feel, you can feel you're there.
Yes.
So I totally agree. I understand your point. Okay, next question is, what's your ideal life look like?
My ideal life. So again, I think my ideal life is selling records around the world, going on tour, seeing the world, gaining more fans, you know, reaching out to millions of people. Really, that's my goal.
When of course we got connected through TikTok, through social media.
Yeah.
When you are you know, exposing your music, you're exposing your, you know, your dream, exposing you know, your career, what is about, what would you like people to take with them when they see your videos or your page on TikTok or Instagram?
I like want them to feel as if they're happy and that they can be themselves, you know, and that they don't have to feel as if they're like, you know, a burden to society and like they're a freak, because I know one or two of how that feels. Obviously growing up, I always sort of had that, you know, I always had that inflicted onto me, and that's why I have this fan base. That's why I'm building this community, to make people feel as that they can be themselves no matter who they are, no matter what they've done, or no matter sexuality they are, no matter what religion they believe in. That's what I want them to feel like, and that's why now that this fan base is growing, like I just hope I can just get that kind of message to them.
Amazing. Okay, next question. Let's do it. Hey, Jay from England. Next question is, if you met someone sad in the street, yeah, what would be your approach, or what would be your advice to this person?
Either sat down and like obviously they're in tears and you know whatever. A normal approach would just to be go over and just saying, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Like, is everything okay? Do you want to talk about it?" And it'll be their choice if they do or not. I just think it doesn't cost anything to be kind. So, you know, just share as much love and just be as kind as you can, because there's no such thing as, you know, being too nice.
What's the meaning of life for you, Jay?
Right. Meaning of life. I don't know. I don't think I've like kind of figured that out yet. I mean, I feel like life has thrown a lot of hurdles towards me, and I feel like it's thrown a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges, and a lot of like heartbreak, a lot of probably like a lot of loss, a lot of betrayal. So it's like really hard for me to answer. But I feel like stop me if I'm wrong here or anything, but I feel the meaning of life is just to not give up, I guess, and to just keep going. I don't know.
Sure, absolutely. And what's the positive message that you saw through those challenges that you faced in the past? Tell me something positive that you've learned from going through there.
You're definitely not alone
Mm-hmm.
with whatever you're going through, and you are definitely not a burden to anybody because people have made you feel like that. You just because you're different does not mean you cannot make a difference. Like, and I know that for certain. And I feel like do not try and be something you're not. Always try and be who you are, and surround yourself with loving people and supportive people.
Absolutely. I think that it feels so great when you are different. You don't fit in certain, types of society, this and that. Yeah. It feels great when you are weird, when you are different. It's a great feeling.
Oh, wow. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Next question, ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next one. Okay, before the next question, you said that you also write some songs. You are a songwriter.
Yeah.
So tell me the big inspirations for you to write your songs. So tell me a little bit about it.
So my inspirations to writing songs?
Yeah.
So the inspiration I feel like needs to hit you. It needs to be like a slap in the face. You know what I mean? Like, obviously as most artists, I can't write a song on the spot. I am learning to currently, but it's so hard. But I feel like my biggest inspiration is like, I don't know, like surrounding yourself with like the world around you, and like maybe like to like write about your experiences in life, to maybe write about the experience about this one love that you had with someone, this relationship you had with someone, this relative that meant the world to you. I feel like that is like your biggest inspiration to write like any sort of song.
Do you write every day or just sometimes when you feel inspired?
No. So I feel like I do want to start writing every day, but it's really hard, and it obviously does not work like that. I just write songs whenever like I feel like, okay, I've wrote this song, and it's had its run, and now it's like time for like new material.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you just need to come naturally for you to be able to write.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
And when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Jay? What do you like the most about being you?
Can I go into depth with this just a little bit?
If you're okay about it, yeah.
Yeah, I do apologize if I do waffle on, by the way. So I have very big insecurities about myself, and obviously, I feel like I find it hard to come to terms with the fact that I'm not, shall we say, ugly, because I've always felt that way about myself, and there's obviously there's still like a lot of demons that I have here that I need to fight, and it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
But I think like I think just a key thing about me, I think like a good thing about being Jay is I don't know, like I'm talented, I'm kind, I've got big beautiful eyes. Can you not see?
The first thing that I spotted on was your eyes. That's for sure.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's like I think that's just what's good about me, really.
I'll tell you something, Jay. I think that's thanks so much for being open and talk about. I think it's this. You're so young, and also all of us we go through those parts of our lives that we feel ugly, we feel that we don't fit anywhere. There's something wrong
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Trust me, it's not forever. It's just come and go. One point, you're gonna start feeling more confident about yourself, and all of us go through that. So you don't think that you are the only one over there, because trust me, I had so many times in my life that I felt like, oh my God, I don't like the way I look, because
yeah.
it's normal. All of us have those moments, and when I look back, I go like, my God, that's such a it's just such a period of our lives. So trust me, it will pass one point, and it just what I mean. I think beauty again, it's like music. Beauty, it's unique. Our beauty, you know what I mean. So
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
even insecurities as well. Even nowadays, sometimes I feel insecure about myself for different reasons, and trust me, it's normal things like up and down. So don't think that you're alone out there. There's a lot of people in the same boat as well, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's just part of knowing yourself and get to see yourself. It's normal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just enjoy the journey.
Yeah, I think it all just ties down with like how I was like treated in school, how I was treated in college, and
Yeah,
how I was kind of like treated in uni as well. I mean, it's like took a very massive toll on me.
I see. But I
Mm.
think, I think if you look back, I'm sure those situations make you feel stronger and makes you feel, motivated to go after yourself, go after your dreams, and just, it's normal. I think
Mm.
it's just a normal thing to do. Trust me.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Next question is, what is a significant event that has changed you?
Yeah, so one of my singles, Smile, that's currently out right now, before it was even like produced. Well, no, it was produced at first at uni, but obviously, as you can tell, it was. I'm so sorry. And but for some, but and obviously, I sent it to like kind of a lot of radio stations. I even published it to BBC Introducing, and they didn't play it. Then I published it into Big Condo Records, and then they played it on their radio station. And I remember telling my mother about it that they were going to play it. I remember telling all my friends, and they were so stoked about it. And I remember an old friend and my mum. We were all sat down in the living room in this house, and it came on for the first time. And I even got my reaction, and it was just the most greatest feeling ever. It was like so. I was like screaming. I was like, "What the like, do you know what I mean? It was surreal, dude. It was so
Wow.
crazy.
In the end of the interview, if I ask you to sing a little bit, can you do that?
Absolutely,
Ah,
absolutely.
amazing. Okay.
Uh, Okay,
Okay. So, okay, do you want to do it now? Okay, perfect. So let's do it.
let's do it, man. Let's do it. So this is a song that's out now. It's called Smile, and it goes like this. We're moving hips to the beat of the rhythm. We're holding hands like the love is confused. What we aren't who we're meant to be. I just wish you were here next to me. Sun comes up, I'm stare at the stars. The lights through us, we talk about the past and who we were. I just wanna be your future. So let's talk once about the standing. We're gonna make it through this happy ending. So pour bleach on my teeth and color your eyes. Dead bodies don't smile. Cause dead bodies don't smile.
Great.
Cause dead bodies don't smile. They are.
Great.
That is smile.
Amazing. Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Hey, Jay, next question is, which movie had a big influence on you?
Right. So the 80s movies, obviously, as I said, I'm very influenced by 80s. I'd say Back to the Future. Back to the Future is like a top 80s film.
Anyone
Really.
in particular?
I would say I've got two favorite scenes actually. So it's probably probably like when Doc Brown's like looking at his past self at a video that Marty did in the future, and it's like the scene like, oh, I need a electricity of 1.21 gigawatts, and then it's like the famous quote that he says. It's like, great Scott, you know, my favorite film and favorite scene. Sorry, and my second favorite scene is when he plays Johnny B. Good. You
And
know,
what's the name of
pardon?
what's the name of the movie?
Back to the Future.
Ah, Back to the Future. I see. I got it. Amazing.
Thank you, man.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, tell me 3 favorite artists that you always liked it, that always you had a big inspiration for your music. 3 names.
3 names.
Yeah.
Okay. So Michael Jackson's the top one.
Yeah.
Prince. And Harry Styles, I think.
Okay, so let's see. One day, wake up one day, and you have 3 missed calls on your phone. 1 from Michael Jackson, 1 from Prince, and 1 from...
Okay. I know where this is going.
Which one you called back straight away?
Michael.
Okay.
Michael.
Which one you send a message saying, okay, I'll call you later?
I'd say Harry.
And Prince, you go like, okay, I can call you another day.
Wait, no, actually, no, sorry. Can I change that around? Sorry,
You can.
Okay, so Prince would be the one that I text you back later, and Harry Styles. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Harry.
He's still with us, so you still have time for you to catch up with him. So
exactly. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You can wait. Michael's important.
Next question is, how do you make friends?
How do I make friends? Do you know what? I still don't even know to this day. I feel like it's down to preference. People have different preferences. Obviously, I do find it hard to try and gain friends because, you know, it's not really my strong suit.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like they've just got to relate to you. They've just got to vibe with you, and that's just it. Like, you can't force it. They've just got to vibe with you.
Absolutely. And which person right now you feel more connected with, feel more close to?
With who, sorry?
Which person in your life you feel more... In your life, like overall, like family or friends, which person you feel more connected with right now?
I'd say my mum and this fan base that I've got going on right now. The fans that I've got now, they're just so loving and they're just so supportive, and they're themselves. And, you know, they relate to me, I relate to them, and, you know, words cannot describe how much they mean to me.
I see.
And
okay, so
obviously, oh, sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, please carry on.
And I could say the same to my mum as well, really. You know.
Okay, so let's see that your mom is watching this interview right now, and you have an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
Hi, Mum. I'm doing an interview with this guy, and this is like quite cool. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you love this video.
Oh, sweet, very sweet. Last question, ready?
I'm ready, man.
Let's do the last one. Okay, so before the last question, Jay, tell me a moment in your career so far that you're never gonna forget, that's always gonna have a special place in your heart.
So I was 18 and I did my very first gig, and it was at the Causeway in Warrington. And there were a lot of people in there that saw me. And I remember the first time where I got the crowd to sing back to me, and it got me emotional. It really did, and it was just so surreal. And then, you know, and I feel like that's a moment in my life that I'll never forget, because I worked so hard, and I work so hard now to achieve moments like them. But those moments are only going to get bigger. The shows are only going to get bigger. The songs are only going to get bigger and better. And I'm going to only get, like, you know, more noticeable, more better vocally, and more like stage presents wise, and it's like I just can't wait to see what the future holds for me. Really, really can't.
Amazing. Great. Last question for you is, what was your best friend name growing up? And why did you consider this person your best friend at the time when you were growing up?
So I didn't have like the bestest of friends in primary school because they were kind of like a bit. They were kind of a bit mean. They were kind of a bit fake, if that makes sense. But I'd say like when I was in high school, there was this friend that I had named Tom, and I've known him. And I've known him now for like probably like nearly 6 years now.
Wow.
But obviously, me and him much as we used to. We don't really talk at all. But I'd say if I had to have a specific friend, I think it would be him.
Amazing. All right. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay, let's start with money.
Cash.
Family.
Relatives.
Life.
Death.
Fear.
Bravery.
Love.
Hate.
Religion.
Belief.
Politics.
Politics. Propaganda.
Okay, friendship.
Friendship. Oh damn. Okay, you got me there. You've got me there. Friendship. Bond.
Like it. Desire.
Desire. Passion.
Regret.
Mistake.
Success.
Success. Success. Happiness.
Wish.
Dream.
One word for happiness.
One word for happiness.
Yeah.
Joyful.
One word for music.
Oh, music. I mean, there's a lot you could say about music. Music. Cheerful. Cheerful.
One word for singer.
Singer. A serenader. A musician or whatever.
One word for England.
England. London. I don't know.
Okay. And the last one now, Michael Jackson. One word.
Oh, great. Great. I mean, he's right here and he's right there. He's right there. He's great. Handsome, great singer. A lot of things I could say about him. He's just great.
So tell me 3 top favorite songs of Michael Jackson.
Okay. Here we go. In the Closet. What else? Wanna Be Starting Something. And
Okay.
Man in the Mirror.
Wow, amazing. Right, let's play now Jay and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Before you ask me the question, if I would meet your mom for a coffee, yeah? And I would ask your mom.
All right.
I would ask her, define Jay in one positive word and one negative word only. What she would say
What would she say?
about you? One positive and one negative word.
Oof. One positive word. Talented, kind, or I don't know, something along the lines of that.
And negative?
A softie. I'm not even joking.
Oh dear, you can ask me a question now, Jay.
Absolutely. So, what makes you want to interview people? Like, what's the passion in this? Like, what do you hope to achieve out of, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What's the dream?
Absolutely. You know, Jay, before the the COVID, yeah, I was already thinking about creating a YouTube channel where I could connect with people, I could express
Mm,
myself, I
mm.
could let people express themselves as well. But I didn't know how could I do that? I didn't know. I had so many ideas, but I didn't know. I want to do something different, something that nobody's doing yet. During the lockdown, do you remember that we could leave the house once a day for exercise? Like
Yes, I remember those days.
that. So one day I went for a run. I was running every day, and I went to the park one day, and this idea came along, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create some questions. I'm going to research some questions. I'm going to invite random people around the globe." And that's how I started the show. I just always had a dream to be able to connect with people, and I just wanted this channel to grow, to be successful, bigger and
Wow.
bigger, so I can connect with more people around the globe.
Mm.
When you are singing, the feeling when you are singing is the same feeling when I'm doing the magic box. Exactly the
Wow.
same.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think you should definitely keep at this, man, because
Thank you.
like it can and will turn into something great if you put the hard work into it and if you like put the passion into it, and you just it's just all about getting yourself out there. And I think like this is just it's just so amazing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thanks so much. Thanks for being so kind and so sweet. And
Okay, don't worry. It costs nothing to be kind whatsoever.
absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
A positive message that I live by. You are never unrealistic for dreaming big. If you have a passion and you have a desire for that passion, you will get people on the way saying that you're unrealistic. You will get people into dictating you what you can and can't do, and then they will try and brainwash or try and force you into something that you don't want to do. Please, please listen to your heart and work as hard as you can, because one day that dream of yours, whatever you want to do, can become a reality. And I promise you that. I promise you that. So keep working hard, keep putting in the hours, keep having that self-belief, keep manifesting your dreams.
Totally. Keep going. Never give up.
No, never ever.
Keep going, and things gonna get the right place in the right time. That's how I believe as well.
Indeed, man. That's all it is.
Again, Jay, thank you so much. It's so amazing to see someone
No,
so
thank you, dude. Thank
follow,
you.
following your dreams and follow your career. And I can see how much you enjoy your music and carry on as well. I think, it's just the start, and, things gonna happen and go in the right time for sure.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks again. Regards to your
All right.
family, and keep in touch. Take care.
Keep in touch, man. See you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.